Welcome back. So let's talk about recording in FL Studio. The first thing I wanted to talk about is how to set up your MIDI controller and be able to record notes and automation. And then we're going to talk about setting up your sound card and setting up inputs in the mixer so we are able to record audio into FL Studio. So let's start with setting up our MIDI controller. And once your controller is connected and plugged in, the first thing you want to check is that it's enabled in the MIDI settings. So we go into MIDI settings, our complete control is connected, and we're just going to click enable. And as you can see, the green power light comes on, and we're able to use our controller. This controller type dropdown is where you would choose the controller if you have a specific controller from this list, like I do in FL Studio Fire. Another setting that's worth mentioning is this port number here. So if you leave this at the initial value, the pitch and mod wheel controls will be automatically assigned in your instruments. If I change this to any other port, if I play, my pitch control is not automatically assigned anymore. So just leaving this at the initial value is probably a good place to start. So since we have this window open, let's also talk about how to set up MIDI out. So FL Studio can also send MIDI out to your outboard gear. And to set this up, we look in this output window here. And let's set up our monologue to receive MIDI on port 0. So now, once I set this up to 0, this port turns green as well. And now we're able to send MIDI from FL Studio to our monologue on port 0. And I will show you how to set that up in the channel rack in a few minutes.